to the cloud. So once again, welcome to the call. We are going to do an HFX basics training. Karyn and I are going to make everything easy and simplified for you guys. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. And when we finish with this call, we will get to every single person's question, and we will make sure that every single person at the end of this gains clarity and has a lot more confidence, right, in their trading in HFX, and realizes that what you guys just got yourself into is not only going to help you get to the goals that you have, break generational curses, create generational wealth, but it's going to give you a skill set that you guys are going to have for a lifetime. Okay. A lifetime. Okay. So that's what's really exciting about HFX is this is the first step towards your future, guys. So if you guys are on this call, I commend you, right? Because a lot of people like to ignore these calls, but there's a lot of value that's going to be given. So we're going to get straight to it. So number one thing that I needed to know when I came into this academy is I was like, wow, there's all these calls, there's all these chats, and there's all these resources and websites, which is great, but where am I supposed to look? What am I supposed to do, right? And where am I supposed to get what things? So I'm going to break this down for you so it's very clear to you guys. You guys will be using the website im.center for go lives. Okay, that's where you can actually sit with an educator, you make money, and you watch them. With the go lives, your strategies like Hourglass, which we'll talk about in a second, and the academy videos. Okay, so the academy videos where you actually get to learn about what HFX is, when did it start, who participates, why do we trade, when do we trade, all of that is in im.center. Now, the second website you guys are going to use is Pocket Option. This is your demo account. You guys should all have a Pocket Option as of right now. So if you don't have a Pocket Option, it's okay, you're not behind. Go to pocketoption.com after this call or during this call and create an account. When you create an account, it'll say start in one click. You don't even need to put your information in and you will have an account, okay? Third account you'll need, right? And this comes after your demo, is a live account. Okay, we always recommend IQCent or Vide Forex for your live account, but you guys are open and able to pick any broker that you want. Okay, just make sure that you go to the person that got you started and say, hey, is this the right broker? Is this good? And follow the steps from there. And then lastly, you have tradingview.com. Tradingview.com is where you guys are going to practice marking up charts. Now, if you guys are brand new and you've never pushed a button before, I really just want you to focus on pocketoption.com and im.center right now. Okay, we can get to the other two after. Okay, so steps to getting started. Number one, okay, if you're brand new, you've never used HFX before, you want to get on your demo on Pocket Option. When you get to Pocket Option, you're going to change your chart from looking like candles to looking like lines. It's very simple. Okay, it takes one button. Once you push that button, okay, it'll look exactly like the educator's screen. Okay, because some people, it doesn't look the same. You need to go to pocketoption.com and you need to change the chart type from candles to line. Easy. And then you're going to practice. Okay, you're going to practice. Everybody type the word practice in the chat. Okay, we got to practice. Everybody type the word practice in the chat. Yes, we got to practice. Okay, second step. You're going to plug into the go lives. Guys, the same way that you clock in and out for somebody else's dream from 9 to 5, I want you to clock in for your own dream from 5 to 9. I want you to plug into the go lives and practice going through im.center, okay, and watching the educators and practicing the strategy on your demo. There is a video in Maddie Pip's favorite session. It says, start here if you're brand new. That is really where I had a lot of my breakthroughs. It's really where I had a lot of my like aha moments, right? Oh, okay, that makes sense now. So I do want you guys to go to im.center, go to the go lives, watch Maddie Pip's favorite session. Okay. And then the last step would be getting your guys' live account set up because we want to get you guys paid. Type in the chat, get paid in all caps, get paid. The reason you guys started this journey is to get paid. And so we are here to get you paid. I cannot get you paid if you don't show up. So you need to show up for yourself so that more zeros can show up in your bank account. Okay. If you want to get paid, you need to do demo. You need to plug into the go lives, and then you need to get on your live account. If you've already started on your live account, I am very happy for you. Okay. Verify your Cash App, fund your broker, and get in the game. Get in the game. right? I used to have analysis paralysis when I came into this business. I thought I needed to understand all of the words, and I thought I needed to go through the entire academy, right? I thought I needed to understand everything that I saw, but what I really needed to do was just get in the game. Okay. If you get in the game, you will get paid. If you sit on the bench, you're just going to be watching everybody else get paid. Okay. So in order for you guys to get paid, I'm going to need you to get that live account set up as soon as you feel comfortable on your demo. Okay. So how to become a profitable, okay, and stay a profitable trader. Okay. Number one is you got to stick to a trading plan, guys. You got to stick to a trading plan. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. And you have to understand risk management. The same way you can make a lot of money here, you can make silly mistakes that can cause you to lose money. My biggest trading day was close to $2,000. My biggest loss was about $800 in a few minutes because I got greedy. Okay, I got greedy and it was my fault. It was nobody else's fault. I decided to try to be a pig in the market, right, a hog in the market, and I couldn't overcome my greed. And so I over leveraged and I lost a lot of my account, but I learned a lesson. I want you guys to really work on getting your 8% and running. Okay, everybody type 8% in the chat. Type 8% in the chat. Okay, sometimes you're going to get 5%. Sometimes you might accidentally get 10, but I want you to get your 8% and run. The way you make money here is by compounding your account over time. Nothing in life worth having comes easy, and there's no shortcut to success. However, we are taking a 40-year plan, you guys, and shrinking it into 3 to 4 year plan. If you can get your 8% and run, you don't need to be on the computer all day. You can get in the session, make your bag, and move on. Okay, so the second thing is overcoming fear, controlling greed, right? Not revenge trading, and just being a student is the third thing. Staying a student. Guys, the best leaders are the best followers in this world. And the way that you're going to be able to become the master six-figure trader, the way you're going to be able, whoever's drawing on my screen, please stop. The way that you are going to be able to really make money here is by staying a student. So stick with an educator, learn with the educator, and practice. One of the biggest mistakes that I made when I first got started was I wanted to see this educator and then this guy, and then I did 1 hour a day and then no hours a day and then 5 hours a day. Guys, you got to stay consistent and you got to stick with one person so that you can become a duplication of that person. Okay. In order for me to become successful and profitable, I sat with an educator every single day or every other day, Monday through Friday, and I did what they did. And guess what? I got what they had. Because if I'm copying you and you are being successful, guess what? I'm going to be successful. Okay. So the fourth thing is discipline, sticking to a plan and not breaking your own rules. So I want you guys to schedule a time to get paid. If you'd clock in and out for a job, if you'd go to school, right, and they're not paying you there and you'd be there for a class every single day, why is it that we can't schedule a time to get ourselves paid? Why is it that we can't schedule a time to make our money? I want you to look at this schedule and figure out, this is a PST schedule, by the way. I'm sorry, all my East Coasters on the call. Just do the calculation. It's 3 hours ahead if you're in East Coast. So I want you to take a picture of this or screenshot it or figure out who it is that you're going to watch. For me, I trade at night. Okay. So I trade a lot with Maddie at 8 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I trade with Nick at night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You'll sometimes catch me on the morning sessions, but I like to trade at night. Okay. So you need to schedule a time to get paid. Like I said, when you guys go live, okay, Matthew Thayer has a video, if you go to his favorite sessions, that says start here if you're brand new. Let me see if I can actually navigate to it. Actually, I'll show it to you guys after. So it says start here if you're brand new. When you go live and you go to Matthew Thayer's sessions, right, you'll be able to find this video under the favorite sessions. Okay. So I want everybody to watch this video. There's a lot of value. He goes over a lot of the things I'm going to go over, but I really, really love the way he breaks it down because he simplifies it. So let's get started. Let's talk about the basics of trading. Whoever drew that on my screen, I'm kind of like, I want it to go away. It's making me nervous. Okay. So HFX is time-based trading. You guys will hear some people say, oh, it went away. Whoever erased it. Thank you. That was very kind. You will hear Some people say binary options, right? Binary options just means HFX. It means time-based trading. Okay, so you are going to only need to know 4 things. Okay, everybody type the number 4 in the chat. Type the number 4 in the chat. Okay, the reason I want you to type the number 4 is because I want you to understand how simple this is, how easy this can be. Okay, when you're on a session with an educator, you're going to hear them say something like this. All right, everybody, we're going to buy Euro USD 3 minutes at 460. Okay, Euro USD buy 3 minutes, 460. Those are the 4 things that I needed to know. So the first thing that I needed to know is what pair am I trading? He just said Euro USD. Okay, we all copied in high school, all right? We all know how to play Simon Says. So this is easy. Okay, second thing is what time frame am I trading on? 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. Okay, then they're going to tell you, are you buying or selling? Buying or selling, easy. And the last thing is, where in the market are you getting in? And I had just said 460. So when you guys are on a session with an educator, this is what your pocket option looks like, okay? If you changed it from candles to lines, your pocket option should look identical to what mine looks like right now on your screen, okay? So the first thing that we needed to know was what pair we were going to trade, okay? In order for us to know what pair we're going to trade, okay, you are going to come right here on the left-hand side of your screen where it says USD CAD, and you would change it to Euro USD or USD CAD, right? Or whatever the pair was. So that's easy. First thing we needed to know was what pair we were trading. Boom, got it. Second thing we needed to know was our time frame. Everybody see where it says M1 right here? Type yes in the chat if you can see where it says M1 right here. Okay, that is where you are going to change your time frames. Okay, minute 1, minute 3, M3, M4, right? Easy, super simple. Most of the times when you're trading with an educator, they're going to keep it the same time frame the whole time, unless they say otherwise. So for instance, if you guys are getting on Maddie or Nick's session, they're always trading on the 3-minute time frame because that's the strategy they're using. Sometimes when we get on with Nez, he's doing 5 minutes or 15 minutes. You just have to be aware. Okay, they're going to tell you, but you have to be aware. I need to know what pair. I need to know what time frame. Easy. Okay, next thing. Am I buying or selling? Okay, big red button means sell. Green button means buy. Easy. Sheesh. We already know 3 of the things that we need. So the last thing that we need is honestly the one thing that kind of confused me in the beginning is knowing where to get in. Okay, so the market price is going to be said by the educator, and they will just say the last 3 digits of the market price. They won't say 123.460 because that's a long number. Instead, what they'll say is 460, or they'll say 220, or 110, or 100, or 150, or whatever it is. Okay, so you're going to hear the educator say the last 3 digits of the number that they want you to get in at the market. So does everybody see where I'm hovering over this little dot, right? Where the chart went up, there's a dot, and then there's a number right here. Can you guys type in the chat box what that number is? I know if you guys are on phones, you're probably scrolling, but if you're on your computer, you should have no problem. So can you guys type it just so I can know that you know what number that is? 223. Beautiful. Beautiful. So if the educator told me to get in for a buy at 190 or lower, right? I got in right here at 190, but the market is currently at 223. Easy. Okay. So once again, going back to the 4 things that you need to know. Okay. Whoever's drawing on my screen, please. Thank you. So the 4 things that you need to know: what pair am I on? What time frame? Am I buying or selling? And where am I getting in? So for this trade, it was USD CAD. It was a 1-minute buy at 190. If this makes sense, everybody type 1 in the chat. If this makes sense, okay? If this gave you a little bit of clarity, if this seems easy, cool. Everybody knows how to play Simon Says. Everybody knows how to follow the educators. Awesome. When you guys go from demo to live, it will start to look like this. Okay. And when you're on IQ Cent or you're on Vide Forex, it looks a tiny bit different, guys, but it's the same thing. The first thing is your time frame, 1 minute, the amount, $10. Am I buying? Am I selling? Your pairs are here. Okay. And the market is currently here. Tell me, can somebody write in the chat where the market is currently at? I'm so blind. I can't even read that. Where is the market currently at? It's the same number. Yep. It's 0, 0, 0. I know Karen's just as blind as me. We're like putting our face like right here. Perfect. Okay. Now, when you guys go live, there's going to be one main difference between your live account and your demo account. You are going to have two features that you don't have on your demo called double up and double up and rollover. And you don't have these on Pocket Option, okay? They are only available on IQ Cent or on Vide Forex. So if you are currently on Pocket Option right now and you feel extremely confused because the educator's platform looks a little different, they're talking about rollover, you don't know what that is, let me explain, okay? When you guys are on Pocket Option, it doesn't give you this feature. However, right here where you see it says double up on the bottom right corner and rollover, there are two features that you will have on your live account that are honestly super clutch. They're amazing. First feature is rollover. If you guys have ever saved your butt and saved your money with rollover, type some $signs in the chat. Rollover gives you extended time, guys. It gives you additional time, okay? So let's say I had a 3-minute sell for $10, okay? I'm going to have an additional 3 minutes so that I have an extra chance at clearing my trade if in the event I'm losing, but I believe the trade will go my way. So by me clicking rollover, I am extending my time. I'm kind of giving myself like a Hail Mary, but it's going to take 30% off of my original bet. Okay, so be very weary that when you're rollover, wait a second, why did I lose $50? Because you rolled over 15 times. Okay, don't do it that many times. Here was what I would do. I would do a max of 3 rollovers. For me, I prefer 2. Okay, max of 3. For me, I prefer 2. Second feature, double up. Double up is going to enter you guys in the market again. So let's say I'm hitting sell. Okay, let's say I'm hitting sell right here. I hit sell and the market keeps tanking. If I hit double up, I can get in again as the market's tanking, but I'm going to take an additional $10 off my original trade. So same trade again. So double. Be careful with this too. Okay, you can make a lot. You also can lose if you're doing it wrong. So it's going to enter you again where the market is currently at, but it's going to have the same expiration as the first trade. Guys, remember that we're doing time-based trading. So when I place this trade right here on Pocket Option, right here at the bottom, I hit a buy. This is a 1-minute trade. Since I don't have rollover on Pocket Option, the trade is over in 1 minute. I cannot change anything. I'm in. Okay. If I was on IQ Cent or Vide and I put a 1-minute trade in, but I was losing, I could give myself more time. Okay. So if that's clear, type a 1 in the chat so I can move on. If anybody has any questions up to this point, it's okay. Ask your question now before we move on. Okay. While you guys are typing 1s in the chat, let me just make sure everybody understands. To reiterate, we need to know 4 things: what pair, what time frame, are we buying or selling, and where are we getting in? Okay? Easy. Okay? If this seems easy so far, type easy in the chat. If you guys are understanding and you're already having aha moments and you already feel like you kind of get it, type easy in the chat. Okay, easy, easy. Okay. So, moving on. Okay? When you enter an order, do we need to use all platforms? Or are we cool with Pocket Option? You can stay on Pocket Option. You don't need to go live with IQ or Vide. I always tell people to go with IQ or Vide because personally it's a preference for me to have those other features. But I've seen people make bags on Pocket Option all day, every day. So if you want to stay on Pocket Option, you're good. Okay? All right. So here is a screenshot of my Vide Forex. Actually, this is CJ's Vide Forex account. And what I did is I really just made it super simple. This is where he placed an order for a buy. Okay. Market is currently above his order, which is great. He's in profit. But does that mean he's won? No. What means it'll show you that he has won the trade once it clears above the entry at the expiration of the time frame. So he was on a 3-minute buy. Okay. He entered at 564. And by the time this gets to the end of this line, he will either clear or lose the trade. So this is a buy order. Obviously, he's in profit. If it clears above our entry, we win. Okay. He cleared the trade. Okay. It cleared above his entry. So he actually won the trade. Guys, when you get these little green bubbles on your screen, it's a good thing. Green bubbles, okay, mean that you win. Which one is Vide? Vide is this one. This is the way Vide Forex looks for everybody that's on here. If you just like colors and you just have a preference, Vide Forex is this dark blue color. It looks identical to IQ Cent. IQ Cent's just pink and pretty. Okay. And Pocket Option is this one. Okay. So Pocket Option, IQ Cent, Vide Forex. We don't discriminate here. Whatever you want to use is fine. Brokers, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you want to have broker conversations, like what broker's better, go ahead and text me and we can talk about it. Personally, for me, I love IQ Cent, but most people use it, so it does crash sometimes. So I see a lot of people feeling a lot more comfortable and confident on Vide. Do me a favor, if you're on this call and you actually already have a broker that you love, type in the chat what broker you prefer, so all the new people can see what broker that they prefer. Everybody's going to say Vide Forex. I like IQ Cent because it's pink, which is funny. But okay, so the next thing, guys, is learning how to compound. So this is where I'm actually going to show you guys. For anybody who maybe hasn't traded yet, you're definitely going to start trading after this. Okay. I'm going to show you guys really what's possible. So you guys are going to go to compounddaily.org and click on calculators. You're going to click on compound daily calculator. And let's say we're going to start little and then we'll get a little bit crazier. Let's say you started with $100 in your account. Your goal is to make 8%. Let's say you guys were looking at a 90-day plan. Okay. Your 3-month plan. You wanted to figure out how much you can make in 3 months off of $100, assuming you left that money in there. We won't say let's say you didn't trade on weekends. You can grow this $100 into, wow. Can someone unmute themselves and tell me how much money that is? I'm not a numbers person. Unmute yourself and tell me how much money that is. Anyone? Sheesh.
$101,889.61.
There we go. $100,000. Okay. Would any of you guys like to turn $100 into $101,000 in 90 days?
Yes, please.
Oh God, right now. Let's get it.
Right now, right? Right now. So in order for us to do that, we have to follow a plan. Okay. When we follow this plan, the way I want you guys to treat this is I want you guys to do me a favor and print this out and realize that this is your business now. This is a side hustle that everybody took on. And in order for it to pay you like a business, you got to treat it like a business, to be real with you. And so what I did is I actually printed out this sheet. Okay. I was able to compound $100 to $1,000 in like 36 days or something. So in order for you guys to be able to do that, print this sheet and treat it like a level, right? Once I check level 1, I'm gonna get to level 2, I'm gonna get to level 3. Now, are you gonna win every trade? No, you're not. You're not. And so the same way that we're teaching you guys how to make an 8% goal every single day, you'll never wanna put your account at risk more than 5% a day. Now, I'm not a percentage girl. In fact, me just saying these numbers is kind of making me sleepy. I'm not a math person, but I do like to count money. So if there's money involved, all right, I'm gonna pay attention. I printed out this sheet. Okay, I told myself I was going to highlight or check it off every time I make that goal, and I compounded. I have a guy that came on my team. His name's Diego. He took $500 to $5,000 in like 3 weeks. And all he did was print out this sheet and compound it. And he said he was very disciplined to make sure that he didn't break his rules. Okay, so it starts off with you making $8, 8%, then 9, then 10, right? And all the way on your 90th day, right? You're getting close to $1,000, $10,000, right? $100,000. Now let's go a little bit smaller. Let's do a 30-day goal, but let's say we had $250 to put up. Okay. You're looking at taking that $250 to $2,500. Now let's just imagine that you took that $2,500 that you just flipped, you reinvested it back into yourself, and you only made about 5% a day for 30 days. Once again, here we are, right? $2,500 to $10,000. Okay. So if you guys have a little bit more capital to invest, to me, I actually got started with $500 on my real, like the account that I really took seriously. My goal was 8% a day over the length of 30 days. You're looking to take that to $5,000. Okay. If we want to look big picture, let's look at 200 days out of the year. There's 360 days out of the year. Let's say you didn't trade for 160 of those days. You had $500 and you took it to 8% per day. I don't even know what this number is, y'all. I don't even know. And that's a good thing. If that number was sitting in your guys' bank, type of 7 if you'd be happy. I'm sure y'all wouldn't be on this Zoom call with me. Let's be real. Right? Like, this is insane. One of the guys that's in this business, his name's Matthew Thayer. He got started, didn't know anything about this, created his own strategy. And how much did he break? Can someone in the chat write how much Maddie Pips cleared in front of us like a couple weeks ago?
8 million.
$8 million in front of our eyes. So if you guys are taking the trades from someone that has $8 million in their account, best believe me, you're going to be successful, but you got to be disciplined and you got to make sure that you really know what you're doing here. Okay. That you're making sure that you have a plan and you're sticking to it and you're not just being blind. So I'm not going to keep going on because I can put those numbers into that thing all day, but here are your rules. Okay. Your rules are you want to enter your goal percent. Right. I like to look at a 90-day plan. For me, a 30-day plan is like too short. I'm a 90-day kind of, I came into this with like a 3-month to a year goal, right? We want to calculate how much we're looking to make and we want to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Never risk more than 5% of your account. Get your 8% and run. That's the plan. Get my 8% and run. Never risk more than 5%. So I want you guys to, in the beginning, copy, paste, and profit. Now, there are some of you, mostly it's the men, I'm gonna be real with you. Mostly it's the men that wanna be independent so fast. I wanna be the master trader. I wanna be able to understand the charts. I don't wanna copy off someone. I wanna do it on my own. Slow your roll, okay? We are all gonna get the strategy and you're gonna learn this, but you gotta copy from the educators in the beginning. The best traders stay students, guys. They study and then they apply. They stick with one educator, they emulate what they're doing, and they'll have the same success that they're having. Okay. But I want you guys to not jump from strategy to strategy. Learn one strategy. I really, really want every single person on this call to master Cash Trap before you go into something new. So Karyn's actually going to break that down for you guys in just a second. But I want you guys to track yourself. And when you do something wrong, I want you to reflect and I want you to be very aware. Because self-awareness is key here. It's very easy to say, I lost because of this person, or, you know, I'm not doing well because of this. But one thing that really helped me stay accountable, you guys, is every time I would trade, I had a picture of my nephew right next to my laptop. And instead of me breaking my rules, I would look at that picture and I would go, man, I'm trying to get rich for this kid. It's really easy to give up on yourself. It's hard to give up on someone that you really care about and someone you're trying to get out of a situation. Every single person on this call has a story. You guys are here for a reason and you're here to get yourself out of a financial bind and break generational curses. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we be smart about this. Right? So I don't want you guys to come into this and think this is a fucking slot machine. That's not what it is. This is a business plan where compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And the people that understand it are going to go next level. Okay, so we got to understand compound interest and we got to get our bag up. So without further ado, guys, I'm really excited to step out of the way of greatness, to step out of the queen's way. If you guys have not subscribed to her YouTube channel, you are sleeping, all right? Because this girl is going to give some value. But really, like on a very serious note with you guys, just a little story. I went to high school with Karyn. Karyn's about to break down Cash Trap strategy for you guys. I've always admired her from afar. I was really close with her younger sister, Nikki. Shout out to Nikki, right? Poppin' P600, right? And I've always really respected her. And she came to me and she was actually the 3rd person that got started in my business and was the 1st person in my business to hit Platinum 1000. So like working alongside of her, growing with her, learning from her, it's always a pleasure. And you guys are going to get an immense amount of value. She's one of the sweetest people to work with. So if you guys ever need anything, I'm here for you, but so is she and all of the other leaders. But do me a favor, everybody drop some P2Ks in the chat for Mrs. Karyn Garcia. Karyn, take it away.
Hey, thank you. First of all, Mandi hypes me up. You guys already know, like, to be able to follow in her footsteps and learn from her has been ideal, inspiring. Like, I always want to be better because I see her working so hard. I feel like I have that like obligation in my heart to like make her proud because I was her 3rd person. Like I can't let her down. I need to see her be a chairman 10. So I am with you to the very, very, very end. I love you so much. But what's up, friends? What's good? If you can you please unmute yourself and say hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Good.
All right,
Good.
let's
Hello. What's good, gang?
Hey,
What's
hi.
good?
I love it here. I love it here. All right. Let me go ahead and share my screen. I do want to talk about the fact that I am just not, what is it called?
Tech savvy.
Technology. I'm technology challenged. I just am. Facts. Okay. Where do we leave off? Right here. All right. Let me see. 8%. There we go. There we go. Okay, good. We're off to a good start. All right. So if you guys don't know, Matthew Thayer, he is definitely the #1 educator out there. Like Mandy just mentioned, he really did just clear 8 million on his live just the other day. So his accuracy is insane. First of all, he's paid by our CEO to be able to analyze the market live for us. And with results like this, 83%, 90%, 89%. That gives me the confidence to know, like, if I do what he does, I'm going to have the results that he has. So make sure that you guys are plugging in 8 p.m. Great, great, great educator. You guys will definitely not regret it. All right, nice. So in order for us to get started, our prerequisites, make sure that you log on to your im.center and that we are watching the Academy videos, 101 through 115, as you guys can see here, and make sure that you add the Hourglass add-on. It pays for itself. It definitely is an additional like $22 per month, but being able to have that add-on, breaking down the strategy on your own, you're becoming a self-sufficient trader. For everyone who doesn't necessarily want to be watching go lives for the rest of their days, learn how to trade on your own. Sometimes Nikki will tell me like, oh, I didn't watch it go live today. I traded on my own and I went 8-0. And I'm like, damn girl, okay, I see you, I see you. And the discipline is the most important part. Like Mandy said, honestly, I think I was with her when we both lost about $800 in our account in a matter of minutes. Why? Because both of us were there thinking we knew what we were doing, over leveraging, and it just ain't it. So our main objective is you want to make sure that you are not doing this as a get rich quick. You're doing this in order for you to have that skill set. What's going to happen if you over leverage, and then your $100 account, it turns into $25 at the end of the week? What are you going to say? Damn, this sucks. This is not worth my subscription. I hate it here. Why? Because you did this to yourself. You're not being disciplined, okay? So make sure that at the end of your 30 days, you say, damn, that was lit. Not only did I make enough money to pay my subscription, but I made more than that. I was able to double my account. I was able to compound my account in a matter of 30 days from $100 all the way to $1,000. That's what we want to hear you say. Because trust me, if you tell any of the leaders, I over leveraged and I lost X amount of money, we're not even gonna like probably reply to that. We're just gonna be like, yeah, we told you. And that's not what we want, okay? Keep your eye on the prize. All right, nice. So, I already spoke about the Hourglass strategy, but what it is Matthew Thayer's actual strategy. He came up with this. We're able to see his notes on the actual screen. You'll see his support. You'll see his resistance. It resets every 5 minutes. So if you hop on and you see 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, give it another minute and wait for it to say as of 1 minute ago. And those are going to be fresh trades for you. Make sure we're never rushing a trade, and we'll go into that in just a second. But if you don't see something that adds up, if we don't get the confirmations that we need, 5 or more confirmations, just don't rush it. Don't force it. All right, so this is what it looks like. Go ahead and move this out of the way. This is what Hourglass looks like, okay? So first things first. The confirmations that we are looking for is going to be an arrow. So an arrow is going to be confirmation number 1, and this is going to be for a call. If it is for a call, it is saying that the first currency is going to be stronger than the second currency. So we're going to go ahead and look over here to our currency strength meter. 51 is stronger than 34. Great. That means that is accurate, and that is going to be our second confirmation. Confirmation number 3, we're going to be looking at the Bollinger Bands, which is right here. There's a red one and there's a green one. If this arrow is sitting right on top of the Bollinger Band, that is going to be an added confirmation. We're going to go ahead and look right down here. Do we see a B? A B is going to be for a call. An S is going to be for a sell. And you want it to align right under your arrow. So do we have a B? That's going to be another confirmation. Then we're going to go ahead and look at these little lines here. If it is the call, you are looking at this green dotted line. Does this line cross up? In this example, yes, it does. So that is another confirmation. And very lastly, down here, we look again at the dotted line, the green dotted line. Does this cross up? And it does not. So you want to make sure that when you're looking at a trade, and this is what I was telling you guys about, how it says 3 minutes ago. When you guys are looking at a trade, you guys are counting up your confirmations, making sure that you don't force anything, and that's when you would get into the trade. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next slide. No. Okay. Perfect. So we're looking at the arrow, like I mentioned, the currency strength meter, the Bollinger Bands, the DMI stochastic, the stochastic, RSI, and the support and resistance lines. And we're going to go ahead and go over some examples, and I want this to be very interactive, okay? That way you guys like learn what's going on. And this is what I told you guys about the call. If it's a call, up arrow. If it's a call, first currency is stronger than the second. The arrow is on the green Bollinger Band. The price is sitting on the green support line. We didn't go over this, but we will in the example in just a few slides. The B pops up on the DMI stochastic. The cross is going up on the stochastic indicator, and the cross is going up on the RSI. And it's pretty much going to be the exact opposite when it's a put, when it's a sell. So what we're going to look at is a down arrow. The second currency is stronger. The arrow is on the red Bollinger Band. Price is sitting on the red support line. We see an S now, and everything is crossing down. Are you guys ready for an example? Yes? Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at this. We see a green arrow. This is going to be a call. On the chat box, please tell me if the first currency is stronger than the second. Where's the chat box anyway? Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there we go. There's a chat, there's a chat. Okay, yes, it definitely is. We're looking right here. The first currency is stronger than the second. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at the Bollinger Bands. Is the arrow sitting right on top, like right on it? Is it sitting on our Bollinger Bands? Go ahead and type yes or go ahead and type no. So it's supposed to actually be right on top of it. Oh, boop. It's supposed to be right on top of it. So here it's actually not. It's going to be overlapping this right here. Okay. And now let's go ahead and look. Let's go ahead and look for our B. Where's our B? Is our B right under our arrow? Go ahead and type yes or go ahead and type no. Yes, 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 it is. It is. It's pretty much like right in the range. What I would mean by no is going to be, let's say this B was not there. And let's say this B was all the way over here to the left where this other B is. that would be an example of a no. So in this example here, we're good to go. It is pretty much right under it. Now let's look at our dotted line. Is this black line crossing up? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, 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 it is, it is, it is. All right, and the next one, is our line crossing up? And it's not. No, there you go, Eric. It is not crossing up. It's supposed to look pretty much exactly like this, where it crosses up the dotted line. And the last one is like I was telling you guys about the support and resistance line. So if you look a little closer, I'm not sure if you guys can see my cursor, but do you see this green light? Green line? Okay, perfect. So it is saying, where is the market currently at? The market is going to be at this little blue dotted line, right? So if you have your support here and you have the market here, it's almost close, but you will get a better entry if you just give it a moment and wait for the market to get right here. That's going to be an ideal entry for you. Does anyone have any questions, anything that I can clarify about this? We're good? You guys are good? You guys are ready to start trading on your own?
Bunch of pros in here.
Sheesh. And that's it, guys. It really is just about counting your confirmations. Don't get discouraged if this looks, go over the last one again. Yes, of course I can. Of course I can. Okay, so the very last one was your support and resistance. So here in this example, your support, think about it like your floor. It is supporting your weights. And your resistance, I'm such a nerd, but Star Wars, the resistance flies. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. But your resistance is gonna be your ceiling, okay? So here we have your ceiling and we have your floor. So here on your floor, this is where the market currently is at 577. So Matty Pips, he has his floor right here. So what you can do is you can enter a trade at this level here. So you would just wait for this to go down a little bit and then boom, you have a perfect entry. Why? Because this is where Matty Pips drew his support. And vice versa. If this was a put, then you would want the market to be right here at these red lines, and then you would go down. All right, let me see. Put me to the test with the green line. I hope, Ashmu, did I answer your question correctly? Did you get that? Perfect. How important is the middle band? Are we talking about this one here? I mean, all of them are confirmations. So the more confirmations that you have, the better the trade is. Remember, you never want to chase a trade. You want to make sure that we're not gambling here. Like, we're being strategic. We're getting into a trade that we know is like 99%, 95% going to win, right? Because we're not here to just like gamble our money away. We have analysis, we have all of the confirmations that we can possibly need in order for us to guarantee almost a win every single time. Just don't chase a trade and don't force a trade. All right, perfect. So of your confirmations, 3 points. So 3 confirmations is a good trade. If you want to get into this trade, you would risk 1% of your account. So in an example of $100 account, I know Mandi hates numbers, but what's 1% of $100? $1, exactly. So if you have a 3-point confirmation, you would go in with 1% of your account. 4% is a great trade. So you would go in with 2% of your account, which is $2. 5 points is an amazing trade. you can go in for 3% feeling confident. Okay, so 7 points in total. Each confirmation is worth 1 point. You just add them up and you take the trade. All right. Cool. So the trend is your friend. In the example here, this is where price has consolidated. Price is stuck right here. It's just bouncing off this little zone here. Before you guys get confused with the word consolidation, it just means it's bouncing around the same little area. But if you can see, the trend is going down, right? Do you guys see this going down here? So we're trading with the trend. If you see that the market is going down, why would we put in a call? Why would we buy when we see the market is going down? No, we're definitely not going to do that, right? We're going to go with the trend. The trend is your friend. And in this example here, the trend is going up. You guys see here? Boop, boop, boop. Going up, 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 up. So you're going to go in for buys, 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 because you see the bigger picture. Always look at the bigger picture. I've mentioned this already, never force a trade. Take 4-point trades and above. Why? Because we're not gambling. We are strategic. We are disciplined traders here to make that bag every single time. Compound, compound, compound. Use TradingView. So once you guys get a little more advanced, I know that there's a lot of people here that are completely new. It's perfectly fine. We'll definitely have another training where we will teach you how to mark up the support and resistance on TradingView. That way you guys can get sniper entries and follow your trading plan. Like Mandi mentioned, this is really important. Really important. I know that we can get overly confident. I know that we're like, yes, I made my 8%. Let me go for 16. Like, no, please don't do that. Okay. Eye on the prize all the time. I think we're done. Ooh, we are done. Okay, awesome. I hope that you guys understood that. Is there any questions that you guys have? Anything that I need to go over again that Mandi needs to go over?
Yes, guys, let us know if you guys have any questions in the comments. One thing I'm going to say is there are some people on this call that were ready to learn that strategy, and there's other people on this call that haven't placed a trade. So if you're the person that you just got started, you haven't even placed a trade, don't worry. You're going to start working on the strategy, but I want you to just go and copy and paste tonight. Okay. Just go and copy somebody. Make sure that you guys are just getting the reps in. But if you're somebody that you've already done demo, you've already copied and pasted, start practicing this strategy, right? Start going on Maddie Pips live and making sure that you're practicing this strategy. Anissa, so when you actually access the strategy, you'll go to im.center and you'll go to strategies and click on Hourglass. If you want to add it, okay, you're going to go to im.academy. So, oh yeah, Nick at Night is tonight. So everybody can practice tonight. So you're going to go to im.academy and you're going to click on shopping cart and you're going to add it to your package. Okay. So I just wrote that in the chat and it's only like an $18 add-on, $20 add-on. So worth it. So worth it. Right. But guys, if you are brand new and you have never, ever pushed the button, you need to go on demo. Okay. Make sure that you practice. Don't get overwhelmed. It's really exciting, right? What you guys are learning right now is very exciting because me and Karyn, we knew nothing. Even a couple months ago when we started trading HFX, because we started with regular Forex, we still knew nothing. Okay, so all of you guys, if you're on this call and you feel like the dumbest person in the room, you're in the right room. That's growth. Okay, everybody type growth in the chat, right? You are growing, you are learning. I want to just thank Karyn again. Thank you all for jumping on this call. I was so pleasantly surprised to see 50 people hop on here. If you guys want us to do another one of these next week, we are happy to, and we can go a little bit further into in depth. But thank you guys so much for jumping on. We did record this, so we will upload this to YouTube. I don't think Karyn's going to post it on her new fancy YouTube, but we will post it on YouTube and send it to you guys. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. And yeah, we are happy to do this again next week for you guys, but I'll see you guys later and have a great night.
Bye guys. Have a good one.
Bye guys.